world, anybody at all can come for the assistance, especially we, the Africa countries. I need challenges people. Normally, we go there and then we go and seek assistance. Into a pool of members, member countries. Some are good standing and some are not good standing.
Okay.
But the case of good standing for no, Bakuya Ghana, we are IMF member, but good standing.
Okay.
But the difference, they say, we are member, it does not necessarily mean say always be they interfere in your affairs. No.
Okay.
If you want them to come in to help you, then you write proposal and request for it. Then they come in.
Okay.
But even though we be a member because you seek your assistance before until you become a member of the IMF, and the classification will be good members and then bad members.
Okay.
Yes, and that to say near moody ni my rating, almost some rating. But if you do the researcher, we are in good standing. Yes, when it comes to IMF membership, and that is a good thing. Until any time you are a you seek assistance. Nasa yeshare nyama year, ni ye frame. Countries any good standing normally no. They find it very difficult when they go to IMF and come back.
Okay.
But we try and consistently, but consistently, so over the years,
okay.
Yeah, so, and you know, that is how IMF operates.
Okay.
It's an international monetary agency that is there to help us, the country, the whole country, the whole world, all the countries that have serious economic challenges.
Okay.
You come to them, you seek their assistance, and then they come in to help you. One genesis about IMF, they say, when you are coming to them, you come with your own proposals, and lay in front of them. They will look at it, and then they see if this thing they will accept it or not.
Okay.
It depends on your negotiation skills. That will go into it.
Okay.
Ubenya bad dealer, it depends on you. Ubenya good dealer, it depends on you.
Okay.
But one genesis of the Ghana, they say, once we are good standing member of IMF, normally good standing member, they don't pin you too much.
Oh, okay.
So you remember that when we face the crisis of crisis of COVID-19, $1 billion, but they didn't give up any condition. But to be quiet, I could get less than even the 1 billion.
By my
conditions.
Okay.
So what is
the difference?
The negotiation skills.
Wow.
And how they believe, especially the management of the country.
Okay.
The official, how they believe you.
Okay.
Looking at the look, they do a lot of research. Even your proposal you have brought, they will go inside and do a research on it and look whether it's good. Statistics that you say, you touch yourself that you have achieved, they will look at it. If they are bad, they will tell you. And no doubt, they've not come out with a report say, when President, this government took over from 2017, all the bad or negative economic indicators are turning into positive now. They didn't come out and say we are lying.
Okay.
No, because it was based on that they took us from there. That now, we are not meddling your affairs too much. Go and do your own thing. And when I to me, I started employment into the public sector near the
Wow.
Until we have so many angles to it.
Okay.
Until not necessarily okohonwa adebia, you are going to receive all their effect is all negative.
Okay.
There are positive
aspect of it.
And especially you can go there and you continue to implement your social intervention.
Oh wow.
It's not always that they say remove nursing training allowance, remove free SHS. Oh, okay. It's not always like that.
Oh, okay.
It depends on what you send. They look at it. Especially we African, if you make a case, say we are in the poverty line, I will need assistance. will be able to justify it. It's not always they say do away with, especially when they look at this. This program is very important. If we remove it from the effect, it is like no, they not help you at all.
Okay.
Because it's if you remove free SHS, now say, Mami or Tom, if you are in a back of secondary school, the child will end up being a miscreant in the house. Then why are they? They are always thinking of positive side and not negative side. So they look at your volatility of your situation, and then before they accept your situation.
All right. Now, Yemshe, they na trigger Ghana. Yako IMF. What actually happened? They na koma in the Ghana yako IMF.
Oh, if you ask me, I will tell you so many factors are put together.
Okay.
Right. One, remember I said, before you go to IMF, either you generate the problem yourself or global situation generate the problem for you. And remember, IMF, normally, when you generate the problem for yourself, they normally don't invite you to come to them for assistance. It is when the problem, my friend say a global pandemic, and I say a Ukraine war is here. The country have no control.
Okay.
Normally they invite you to come and seek assistance, especially if they predict, say, the effect, a bit to me he put on you for a long time. So a bit to me stay for a long time on you. And when it's economic crisis, the more it stays, on you, the more na organize. You have to say country in this situation, worse.
Okay.
So, I'm invite you. Say,
bruh,
all the countries having problems, I'm your analysis now. They say you can come in and seek for assistance.
Okay.
Into I'm through invitation.
Oh, okay.
So one of the factors I'm through is
invitation. Okay.
And as we speak, about half of the world economic countries have applied to IMF for bailout because what has happened, purely global.
Okay.
And Ghana, but your situation, you the country nankasabe to me generate that problem. What you say?
Okay.
For example, when you look at the previous administration, there was no pandemic. But because of mismanagement and corruption, there was serious economic crisis generated by the managers of this economy. So they went there. That one, when you mismanage it, and then necessarily pandemic in a debaya, that one you propose, as I say, the scrutinizing here, and nothing at that time, you effect to be said no. Downsize the public sector employees.
Okay.
Now don't recruit. Certain social interventions, if you like, don't do it. Because someone who said when you're a good manager, you created the problem yourself.
And yet global issue.
And I don't know, you bet to me, I bet me a pin to a string to do certain things, which will not inure to the benefit of the image. But when they identify that, what you are saying, the problem that has come is not your doing. Ghana, from 2017, all our economic indicators were showing positive.
I see.
Very good. Until this COVID-19 came in, then we started seeing the reverse. And IMF, now we are aware about that. Remember, some of my 1 billion cried and said, Yafa augmenting our internal inflows. There was a shortfall of the so you know what happened is say a global normally they invite you to send proposal so that they come in, especially also one of their report I almost said one shot the global crisis now hit everywhere. The one should be stay for a little longer.
Okay.
So what does it next stay a little longer. So remember that pandemic is still longer. The effect, the consequence in here much.
Okay.
Remember now, oil, crude oil prices, and it has effect, and all those things. So if you ask me, one of the reasons, I say, I'm inviting and say, Yamra, near 9 basic assistance because there is a world pandemic. You, the countries, you have no control.
Okay.
So what I say. So come and seek for assistance. If you can find, if you don't want to come, that is fine. So an invitation. And as we speak, over 100 countries are applying for IMF.
Yes, if we listen to what I say.
Baby,
baby.
Ebi no kra no see the seriousness of this. Ebi kra sika ya grandchama or so little. If you look at the amount now, so little. So you ask yourself whether this one a bet me also without problem. If you read it. And so we have 100 countries applying for it. So one invitation amodiama. And amodiama because there is pandemic. And yeah, where pandemic ni ho tio. Now obi a generative problem. That one they will not invite you. One person will invite them to come in.
Okay.
But whether the invitation was clear. But the question is, nobody must say, when you said pandemic, why don't you take advantage of it? Because especially if it is you are in the pandemic period, and as a wound your global crisis more. When they invite you to come, their negotiation skills, and I say certain kind of control now with the man, a bit lighter.
Okay. Because
we already now, who are pandemic, they are aware say, your citizens in the country they are suffering.
Okay.
Already. What I say, and a lot of things. Into normally they are softer. Another thing that we trigger and say is about our physical space. To be honest, this pandemic has destroyed our physical space. It has deteriorated it. In the sense that one, the revenue that we expect to consistently after the pandemic, meanwhile, our expenditure has swallowed up because we need to do more. So once your revenue is keep on falling, the expenditure so into our physical space, deteriorating. So if you look at this, and now as we speak, interest rate in Guano, it takes about 40% of our revenue. A blue crisis, them say is growing, say around 50 to 60%. So you generate, let's say, 40 billion and 45 billion, and 30 billion is going to be used to pay interest.
This is Kanasa.
Asa, into one, our revenue levels, when we project because of the pandemic in India, and our expenditure also as well go up. Into your physical condition, editorial, and nothing about we or the approach be by say, look, to do that, then our revenue levels, let's do something about it. Okay. So, because of the physical problem, our physical standing, and also and trigger that. When we go ahead with the further questions, yes, explain into more detail.
All right.
Another thing is what a man necessary our CD depreciation.
Yes, no. Is it okay.
Makatro say, near learning or book and the cost depreciation of the CD. That phenomenon it has changed. With the canker that is driving the CD now, a more serious than the normal thing. Let's increase production. Let's export more and all those things. Look, and yes, Sanya man. 21 CD no, and who are they know from? And I will see the CD now who are they now a work from no. The effect in the mamincho effect. Supposing champion, see our debt levels in terms of dollars, remember, say most of the loans, money. So, your government say you're finding euro bonds until you pay the money in foreign currency. Now, supposing your debt in now 45 billion, Tio, your calculation, mommy. Supposing your debt 45 billion dollars.
Okay, $45 billion.
The time you are attracting na CD, young fan say 6.5. So convert 45 billion by 6.5, and let's see how much you get in terms of CD. Yeah, debt, you know.
Okay.
So 45 would have got 45 times 6.5. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
What is it?
45 times 6.5.
How much is it?
292.
292 billion.